Good day everyone, my name is Paragoso and my task to discuss for today is all about description and its culinary uses towards wheat, oats, rye, barley, millet, quinoa, sorghum, triticale, buckwheat, and adlai. Now let's define what is a wheat. Wheat is a common and durum type. When we say durum, it is a glutinous protein ground in semolina that is used for flour. And also a wheat has the textures of soft and hard, the color of bread, and typically grown in the winter. So the wheat is an important impact toward the society because it produces culinary uses, production of bread, biscuit, confectionery like pasta, spaghetti, macaroni. Not only with that, but the stock of wheat also uses in a variety application of animal bedding and malts. Let us define what is oats. Oats is a plant with open spreading forbidden bearing large spikelets. So that is the structure of an oats. And also an oats is primarily served in a breakfast food. Yes, this is usually a type of cereal that is being served for human consumption, breakfast. And also, the oats has provided culinary uses, mainly the rolled oats for porridge, oats for baby foods, and used for freshly baked cookies and granola. And for rye, it has a structure of an even slender stem. That is the structure of the rye. And it is tolerant of poor soil. So it is being grown in a poor soil. Moreover, a rye has a source of minerals and vitamins, a great source of minerals and vitamins. And also it has an impact also uses in culinary. A variety of baking purposes include sandwich bread, crepes bread, rye bread, and also for German, they consider the rye as a type of delicacy and frequently used for their pastrami sandwiches. What is also a barley? A barley is also tolerant for soil and lower temperature, better than the wheat. So it is also grown tolerant for soil, the barley. And the textures of a barley is chewy, nutty flavor, and similar to brown rice and farro. So what is a farro? A farro does not refer to one type of grain, but this is an ancient wheat grain originated in Mesopotamia. Their farro name called is a wheat for us. So barley also produces culinary uses towards our society. It is used for bread flour, annual feed for animals, and a brewing manufacturer of beer whiskey. So the barley produces also in the beer whiskey productions, in wine production. What is a millet? A millet is small grain cereal that possesses a highly nutritious grain. So the tiny grains has a gluten pre-packed. So what is that gluten? That gluten has a protein found in wheat rye triticale that helps dough rise to result a chewier dough. So the millet is originated in South Africa, specifically Ethiopia. Moreover, a millet also has an impact of culinary uses that is used for flatbread, added dishes like soup, and ground flour for baking. What is a quinoa? A quinoa is called a mother grain. So quinoa is a highly concentration proteins that all amino acids and saturated fatty acids and low glycemic index. So what do you mean by low GI? So low GIs contain 55 carbohydrates that longer break down than high GI foods. So meaning it won't cause a dramatic spike to its blood sugar because it's contain a fiber proteins which slow the digestion process. So this is cultivated in Andean countries. So culinary uses of quinoa provide combined tapioca, potato salads to create gluten for bonding mix, and a thickener in sauces, soups, and other dishes. And also for making salads, this is being stewed and added to the salad that its look has an appearance and create a garnish. For sorghum, sorghum is a major grain wet of intolerant of low temperatures. It is also an intolerant that is low in temperatures. The culinary uses of sorghums is a product of whole wheat flour, gluten for bakery, quick bread, muffins, pasta, and etc. Now let's define the triticale. The triticale is a pure cereal produced by man cruising wheat and the rye. So there is combination between wheat and rye. The combination of that wheat and rye is the equal amount of nutritional benefits that you can get from triticale. So has a less gluten heat flour. The culinary uses for triticale is for bakery product, flour, malt, yogurt, and fed crop for animals. A buckwheat also is an annual plant, belongs to Polygonaceae, with no relation between grains and cultivated in northern regions. So this is considered a cereal also, but does not belong to gramineous family. Therefore, the cereal and the wheat differ to their family that they belong, because a buckwheat is not a gramineous family and cereals are those gramineous family. So the culinary uses for buckwheat is a ground flour, noodles, pancakes, and many more products which has a gluten-free. Let's define adlai. What is an adlai? An adlai is belong to a puaci grass that has long grass. So that is the structure of an adlai. And also, an adlai is a beneficial to gastrointestinal tract. Gastrointestinal tract is that it has a problem in intestines. Those people who has a problem in small intestines. And also, an adlai is also provide culinary uses towards adding for soups, steamed warm salads. And that would be all. Thank you for listening. God bless everyone.